Haunted museum secrets revealed. Have you ever felt eyes on you when you knew you were alone? That was the sensation I had every night working the graveyard shift at the Museum of History and Legends. It was supposed to be a simple job: ensure the lights were off, the doors were locked, and keep an eye on the security cameras. But from my very first shift, I knew something was off. The air was thick with an uneasy tension, and the shadows seemed to dance just beyond the edge of vision. It wasn't until the third night that I realized the truth. The exhibits weren't just relics of the past, they were haunted by the souls they once belonged to. On that pivotal night, as I made my rounds through the dimly lit halls, I heard a whisper in the Egyptian wing. At first, I thought it was the wind sneaking through a crack in the ancient walls. I turned the corner to face the sarcophagus of an unnamed pharaoh, and it was then I saw him. Not as a mummy, but as a man, ethereal and glowing faintly under the moonlight that seeped through the skylight. His eyes met mine, and I was flooded with images of his life, betrayal, murder, and an endless quest for justice. He reached out, and I felt his anguish as if it were my own. The next few nights were a blur of terrifying encounters. In the medieval section, a knight, still clad in spectral armor, relived his final battle, his screams piercing the silence of the museum. In the Victorian gallery, a woman in a tattered dress wept for her lost children, her sobs echoing off the walls. Each spirit had a story, a forgotten tale of woe that they were desperate to share. It was as if they had been waiting for someone to listen, someone who could perhaps help them find peace. The final night, I felt compelled to return to the pharaoh. This time, he did not reach out. Instead, he led me to a hidden chamber I had never noticed before. Inside lay a scroll, ancient and fragile. As I unrolled it, I understood the truth. The museum was a prison for these tormented souls, trapped by a curse bound to the very artifacts on display. The only way to free them was to destroy the items that held them captive. As the clock struck midnight, I realized the choice was mine: release the spirits and risk their wrath, or leave them to their eternal suffering. In that moment, I knew, some stories are meant to stay buried, but at what cost?